Yeah, let me tell you about the time one of my students tried to threaten me with witchcraft. I'm sitting out here on my porch trying to get some sun and some fresh air. Still got a little swelling and bruising going on, but it's getting better. But anyway, I used to be a dean of nursing, and so at a school that I worked at the end of the term, the student and their teacher, if they failed the course, they had to come and meet with me. And the school had a policy that if you failed two courses within your entire enrollment, you were dismissed from the nursing program. So it could be a meeting like you fail one course, I'm giving you a warning, or if this is your second time, that you're actually being permanently dismissed from the nursing program. So this particular day, it was a young man, and him and his teacher, they were there to meet with me, and it was to be permanently dismissed. And so I tell him the information. He jumped up, y'all. Now my back is to the wall and my desk, and then it's two chairs in front of my desk. So his teacher sitting here and he's sitting over here. He jumped up and he put his finger in my face and he was just yelling something at me, right? My administrative assistant, her desk is right outside of my office. So she can actually see in my office. And I can see her. I've made eye contact with her now. And so then I'm like trying to figure out what he's saying because he spoke with a real heavy accent. So what he was saying to me is, I'll put something in your chair. I'll put something in your chair. And so once I registered what he meant by that, like he was going to voodoo me, I said, young man, I said, are you threatening me? I know you're not threatening me. Y'all, I don't know what it was. I came off around that desk. That man started backing up. He was trying to get out my office. And I told my administrative assistant, I said, call security. I said, get him out of here. I said, what you're not going to do is you're not going to threaten me. So he walking backwards and he stumbling over where he was trying to get out of there. So it's like the nursing administration, we had our own office. So he's trying to get out of that office. He's going down the hallway. Our campus director is standing like at the reception desk and he's like, what's going on? Security didn't have to come. Me and Jesus walked him all the way out the building, honey. And so, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. Then I was worked up, and I know it was the Holy Ghost because I didn't back down. I was calling for security, but yet I was handling things. Okay. So I say that to say this. If you are worried about voodoo or witchcraft or you in a spiritual warfare, let me tell you something. There ain't but one God. The devil, yes, he has power, but he's not God. He can only do what God allows him to do. So if you are in this type of spiritual warfare, you better get in your word and you better get on your knees and talk to God. And that's all I got to say about that. With love and purpose, y'all. Andrea.